Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unit Lost. It's Stylosa and it's Kirioth, and we're going to take a look at Battle Worlds Kronos, or, well, we're going to attempt to take a look at this game. Now, I was kind of interested in this game, and so was Mr. Kirioth. In fact, you could say we were maybe not looking forward to it. That'd be a bit strong, I think. But when we've seen the game pop up on Steam and we read the details, and it says this is a game which is based on Advanced Wars and Panzer General, so it's like a turn-based classic strategy game. I'm like, oh yes, this is the sort of thing I could sit down and just play for hours on end. Anyway, the game has multiplayer, and in fact, there is a message telling me I now have a turn in Kirioth's game. So maybe the multiplayer has randomly started to work. It looks like it has.
Has it? Oh lord.
Okay, so we had loads of problems before we started this video trying to get a game to actually work, and it looks like the game has decided to work now, which is quite the treat. Although I have no clue where the hell I am, what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, or I think I'm on the defensive. Have you got a base? Have you got a base?
Yeah, I've got a base. I also have no idea why it suddenly started to work, because it's not like we've done anything. I set this game up like we had massive difficulties just getting a game set up in the first place.
Yeah, massive difficulties, guys. Like massive difficulties. Like we've been given a version of the game which is not a Steam version. It's like a version off their website. But I guess it still kind of uses the same servers. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But it just was not working, even though they told us that multiplayer was working. I guess it's kind of a redundant point now that it's actually working. I suppose.
But then again, if it's that difficult to actually get working in the first place, I can see frustration setting in very quickly.
Well,
I mean, like,
I am kind of frustrated going straight into the video anyway. When I'm moving my units around, I've got like the game's running at 60 FPS, which it must be capped at 60. I move my units. Watch this. Did you see that little lag, kind of lag spike? The FPS is dropping down to like in the low 20s when I issue a movement command.
It's also it's sending my graphics card into overdrive, like the cooling on it. It does not need to. Other game, this is my fan currently is at 95% right now. I know this is a weird way to quantify anything, but we played Battlefield 4 earlier. That was at 60%. Why is it making the graphics card work so hard when it looks like this? I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's not like it's sort of cutting edge graphics, is it?
I'm just trying to work out what the hell I'm supposed to do. So I've got there's like various buildings, and they are looks like they can build various units. But what is massively annoying, it doesn't actually tell you what the unit is. Like, so I'm just spawning the units in the hope of it being something of worth. Like, oh, that's a tank. Okay.
You know what? I hadn't even worked out how to do that.
Oh, there's actually a nice tactical overlay. So you can see the comparisons with games like Advanced Wars, you know, where you've got your the hexagon grid, the fact it's turn-based and all the rest of that. I think another note on the multiplayer, I'll end my turn. I can send you a message. Love it!
Right, back now I should just be able to go straight into... Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
It does look like you can play multiple multiplayer games at once, and it does say that it's cross-platform, which is kind of nice. Like, you know, you could have like 3 games on the go at once, because you can jump in between the games. I can see your little units moving towards the bridge. Like, there was an option as well, so you could define how long people actually get to take their turn.
And I do like the idea of actual proper cross-platform play as well, because that
strikes me as the sort of thing which would be quite nice on an iPad or something like that. I mean, that's provided if the game is any good. I mean, it looks like you capture buildings actually, so I think I'm.
Okay, hang on, I can. What? Yeah, I'm a bit confused by the light factory, just because on the left there's like a bunch of spanners that you can click. I don't know what any of them do.
I don't know. I can't see any of this while you're making your turn. I've just got a static screen.
Yeah, I'll
so hurry up
quickly so you can have a look.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I see how that works. It's like that's the queue by the look of it. if you have a look at the light factory, you'll be able to see it. Right, I'll get me lads in.
There is
Off we go,
actually
boys.
you can click on unit info on when you click like a building or whatever, and it will tell you what it is. So like the light factory produces unarmored and lightly armored units like the explorer, hunter, or bandit. It also enables the what? The reparation of other. I guess that means it repairs units. Okay.
I'm not familiar with that word.
No, I've never.
Reparation?
Headquarters. The headquarters is the command center, so you lose that and you lose the game. So that's the objective of this. And the other thing we've got is the depot is it's stocked with units and resource ammo, fuels and mine. They can be used to heal or repair units. Okay.
Right, my boys are nearly all moved. I shall hand the baton.
So actually, that is pretty nice because I'm looking at like one of my tanks here. This is a Cerberus heavy tank, and it gives you all the stats and stuff. It's kind of like an XCOM-y feel to me. No, I love it. Okay.
I've just discovered something. When you send the message, do not click multiplayer hub.
I think that logs you out.
It does. I mean, I can dive back in, which is actually quite nice. Like I did just dump myself back at the multiplayer menu, which was stupid. But I have just clicked back into the game, and it's fine. So I quite like that.
Well, I want to attack one of your units here. I'm not too sure how I do that. Maybe I just write target not in range. Okay, well, what about if we move like there?
I think I can see one of your yeah, I can.
But I think... What is this? A bandit, so that's a light vehicle. Well, I guess I'll just move them across so we can see... Oh no, he might be in range. Target not in range. I think his action points, so to speak, have ran out. An infantry bot? Okay. Good lord. He doesn't seem to have much movement, the old infantry bot. I think there is a place as well I can capture, which is... there's a depot, and I think maybe if I kind of occupy the depot... Looks like there's some resources over there. I mean, you can probably tell, guys, that we don't actually know what everything does. This is kind of like we didn't expect the multiplayer to work. That's why we've just jumped into it.
I tell you what, though, I am getting really strong Advanced Wars vibes off this.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
I
agree. I really, really like this type of game. But I don't like the fact the game lags horrendously every time I issue a movement command. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is not a cheap game. This is 1839 English pounds. That is expensive. I mean, that is really expensive.
There's a digital deluxe version as well, which is
this
even
is
more expensive.
Yeah, that's
it's $22.39 at the moment, but that's like 28 quid when it's out of sale.
You know what? I'll end my turn.
Quite hefty, really.
Yeah, and I think this is only a Unity game as well. So it's, but then again, I guess it doesn't really matter what you make the game in. It's down to like how enjoyable the game is. So hopefully, on the left-hand side, you can attack my units.
Target not in range, so I can't attack either.
It must have to be point blank then.
You know what? I wonder. I'm gonna gamble here. I'm gonna assume that if I put that there, it gets extra.
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah,
extra defense. Although the sandbags seem to be facing the wrong way, but that's fine. I think that'll.
It is actually showing me when you move stuff, so I don't miss any movement, which is good. And apparently actually, there is a bar on the right-hand side of the screen which is telling me that you've completed 11%, 12% of your movement stuff, or of your like actual things you can do this turn. Like, click on something else. Yeah, 14%. Go on, do something else.
Okie dokie. Come on, boys.
Yeah, 16%. I think like when that bar's at 100%, there is no more possible moves you can make.
Yeah. Going as quick as I can, Captain.
A Hydra.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, I've captured that thing, that depot. Because I've got a depot on my side as well. It looks like you can capture those by attacking them.
Oh, you can attack them. Okay. Yes. Hang on. I just looked at one of my tanks and it's got a range of 1. If you click on the unit and click unit info, you can see the range of it. Like I clicked on you've got a Hydra, which is an artillery. I think it's got a unit of a range of 3 hexes. So I think all of these range 2 on. Yeah. Okay.
That's interesting then, because I hadn't checked that, to be honest with you. Now I should have 2 things being built. In the whatever this. Oh, okay. Yep. No, it's fine. Once you've built something like the light factory, it looks like you can. I can see that becoming tradition in this game.
Where is are there any kind of resources? Or is it just basically time? Is that the only resource?
I don't know. I mean, I've used resources on the light factory.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Well, yeah, there is resources. What do you mean you don't know? There's like ammo, something else, oil, and something else. Yeah.
Credits. Oh, hang on. Right. Okay. I know. I have to say, I don't like the interface for building stuff. It's just a bit clunky. A bit tricky to get your head around.
Okay.
Now I want to see the combat hit and see what it's like.
Unload. There seems to be a lot of stuff in these depots. It looks like they're just full of units, and you can store units in them. Okay, so I want to attack the depot. Target is invulnerable. Did you attack it with a specific unit?
Yeah, I used the little robotic soldier lad.
Infantry bot.
Yeah, infantry bot X100 thingy.
Okay.
I did try it with, I think it was the bandit, and it didn't work.
Yeah, so the infantry bot actually it did work. I couldn't. The massive battle tank wouldn't do anything, which is kind of strange. Okay, so I think I can move into range there. This should attack your unit, he says. Or not, because it's got no movement thingy. Jesus, wept. Okay, well, these ones over here. So you're guiding the sandbags. Let's go for it. There we go. The animations were a bit weak.
Sound was a bit... not quite as meaty as I'd hoped from rockets being fired at something.
Oh, it actually counterattacks your unit, is there? I'm getting a feel with this game where it's like one of those games which is like, to me, there feels like there is a bit of potential there, but I just think it's a bit like it's quite like really, really rough around the edges. Like I said, the UI is just
the UI is like anyway. It's pretty useless, and it shouldn't be as much of a hassle as it was to get the multiplayer working, because it's a very simple multiplayer system by the look of it. Oh, these infantry guys have got 2... Have they? Or am I just off my face? I just managed to move that guy twice. Oh yeah, they do. The infantry guys have got 2 attacks, 2 moves. That's interesting. Yeah, go on. Here we go. But yeah, the interface is not very helpful. It's not very intuitive, really. And I think one of the things that it's kind of a shame, but the game does feel a little... Oh, hang on. I think I've run out of attacks. Yeah, I think you can only attack a certain number of times each turn.
Oh, you can't attack with everything then?
Yeah. I just tried to attack in that little group. And I just didn't have enough attacks, it said.
Well, you can attack over there, so it must have just been because of the unit.
I wonder if they weren't quite within range or something.
Yeah.
See, it's a weird thing. I'm kind of trying to say that I feel like bits of the game are very rough, but it's enjoyable enough, and it's kind of interesting enough that I'm actually getting distracted playing it, which is good, but it feels very unpolished, which is bad. You
need to be that type of person that appreciates turn-based strategy games. I am. I know Kirioth is. We could sit here all day messing around with this, because it's the game. It's about positioning, and you've got to manage your units and all the rest of that stuff. It's not high-paced energy. It's not fast. It's not like a StarCraft RTS, a real-time strategy game. It's not. It's turn-based. I do agree with you. It's interesting, but it's not like this. To me, it doesn't feel like I want to come back and play this game, which I think is quite bad in itself. You know, if the UI was better, love it. I think if I really don't know. It's hard to explain, but I don't think this game has just got what it needs. It's like it's almost there, but it's not really, and it doesn't really make me want to come back. And actually, the price of it is really putting me off. I don't know why it's this expensive. It should be cheaper than this.
I feel like the UI needs to be better. The friend system needs to be better because this system of by the look of it, it's you start a game, you put someone else's name in as your opponent, you do your turns, you then tell people, hey, it's your turn, and then they can come and take their turn. That's kind of that's okay for the people who are going to be playing this like what's the word?
Asynchronous, is it?
Yeah, you know, it's so that like there's like a 48-hour limit on each turn on this game. So over the course of the next few days, me and Sty could come back to this game and we could play it like, you know, whenever we've got a couple of minutes. Which is fine, but it feels like the entire game's built around that, with the system of like no friends, just a watch list, and everything's done via the inbox. Which is fine, but only for those people. Like, if we want to sit down and have a proper game of it, it doesn't actually lend itself very well to getting that kind of thing set up. And I think the only other thing that is really putting me off this is the overall feel of it is not of something that should cost like 20 quid.
Yeah,
it just doesn't feel that. It doesn't feel like it's had that much.
Yeah, it feels overpriced. It feels like it's overpriced, and but at the core of this, I think this is a decent game. This is like a format that could be taken and turned into something really good. Like my issue with this, though, like you've just said, and like I've just said, is I think it's like way too rough around the edges, and I don't really, I don't think it's not alpha or anything. It's just out, I think. It doesn't say Steam early access. It's just the game's just out, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe guys, you've been a little bit harsh on it. What do you think? I mean, I guess leave a comment below if YouTube allows you to comment. The bag of shit. We've been Stylosa and kirioth, and this is Battle Worlds Kronos, and we were kind of really looking forward to checking this out, and I am disappointed, Mr. kirioth.
Yeah, I am as well.
We'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.